What's poppin', you sexy sons of bitches? Is that coming off too strong? My name is Santiago Leunda, and today we're talking about what you can expect your first time on a real set and then how not to die. So how can I put this? Going on set for the first time is a lot like losing your virginity. You're extremely excited about it, but at the same time, you're stressing out because there's a good chance you might prematurely come. Last week, I explained what a professional set might look like, and so if you haven't seen that video yet, go ahead and check it out so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so maybe you recently got your first gig on a big budget production as a PA or some other entry-level job. This is exciting, you're getting places. But now you're starting to question your ability to perform on such a big set because you've only done smaller gigs in the past. This is completely normal, and that feeling doesn't necessarily go away after the first time. As you grow as a filmmaker and start working on bigger productions or start taking on more important roles, the feeling of, can I do this, will continue to haunt you. So when you get there, there's a good chance you'll be very disoriented, especially if this is your first set ever. You have no idea who's who or what's what. You've basically just been reborn and birthed into the world of film. You'll have to learn the language, what certain people are in charge of, and most importantly, how you can be useful. Now I could go into detail about set lingo and etiquette, but that would just take way too long. So I'm just gonna go over some of the general stuff that'll give you a lot of confidence walking onto that set. Alright, let's start with making a good impression. And of course, a big part of this is what you're wearing. So unless you're explicitly told otherwise, the rule here is to wear something that's practical with dark colors. Practical meaning don't wear tight jeans, because after a 12-hour shoot, you're gonna have a real chafing problem. Trust me, you don't want a chafing problem. And your clothes should be dark because you don't want to unintentionally be bouncing light onto the scene. Then there's the act of actually arriving on set. Of course, this will be different for every production. But sometimes there'll be a short period before the shooting starts when you can meet the crew. If that's the case, do not waste these moments. It is crucial you introduce yourself. And if you can't get to everyone, make sure you at least meet the people you'll be working with the most. And as simple as it sounds, if this is your first time on set, it can be a little crazy trying to figure out who you should be talking to. You should also try to remember people's names and roles. Everyone just likes to see that you're mentally involved and can learn quick. Which takes me to what people will think of you. So if you're not showing confidence from the very start, people will immediately know you're a total noob. Then depending on that person, they'll treat you like total trash or befriend you and show you the ropes. Another thing to keep in mind is that the people who aren't necessarily being nice to you, it's not because they're just dicks. Well, they might be, but you have to try to understand that they care about the work and it worries them to see someone on set with such little experience. To them, you're just a problem waiting to happen. So now comes the tricky part. You have to prove your worth on set. This part definitely gets easier with experience, but for those of you who have absolutely none, this is how I would handle the one situation that you're doomed to get stuck in. By far, the worst thing that's going to happen to you on your first day is you're going to get asked to do something which you have no idea how to do or what it means. For example, hey John, can you fetch me the putt-putt in the back of the van and then run a stinger to the 2K over there? Thanks. And you're like, what? But of course, you can't say that. So what do? You can start by making sure that you're listening. If you remember what he said, then you'll have a better chance at figuring out what it means on your own. But if you can't do that, which is completely normal, then you'll have to make the quick decision on whether or not to ask him to explain or repeat himself. But before resorting to that, I'd say take a quick look around to see if there's anyone who's not too busy and can help you clarify. For this, you'll have to repeat what was said exactly, so if you weren't listening closely, you're shit out of luck. Alright, so your only option now is to ask the DP to clarify. It's really not that big of a deal. The only thing on the line here is a little embarrassment, so man up and just do it. The one thing you absolutely do not want to do is pretend you know what you're doing, do it wrong, and then cause a huge waste of time later. Here's a little bonus. A putt-putt is a portable generator. A stinger is a cable used to power things like an extender. And a 2K is a general type of light, in this case one with 2000 watts. So there you have it. Now you can walk onto that set looking like a boss because you're radiating with confidence. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to this channel and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if there's anything on your mind, leave it in the comment section below. My name is Santiago Leunda, and I'll see you guys next week.